Hello, this is going to be the introduction and update of my eyeshadow and beauty bank. At the beginning of the year, I decided to kind of end my no-buy, but with specific rules to not immediately feel the need to run out and buy a lot of stuff, which is currently also not really my mindset, so that changed quite a bit during that know why I did. I'm not quite sure how many days I went without buying anything makeup related. I will pop up a number somewhere here because I'm pretty proud of that number. It must be something over 500 days. So over 1.5 years, I didn't buy a single makeup product. Felt good to also show myself that I'm able to do that and not get bored with my current collection, which I definitely didn't. I decided to start an eyeshadow bank and a beauty bank, so I'm excited to introduce my rules and how I'm going to plan on doing or on keeping track of those banks for 2026. So starting with the beauty bank or beauty budget, I figured it does make sense for the beauty bank or beauty budget, I figured it does make sense to allow myself a specific budget to go out and buy things within that budget. I will include into that budget, like if I got some gift cards or just money for a birthday, Christmas, whatever. If I want to seeing it as a bank account to put in money that I want to allow myself to spend for makeup, you know? So, for example, in January, I gave birth to my second son. So, for that, I wanted to allow myself to be able to buy something, although I didn't really do so far. But I still wanted to have something to put into my makeup bank account to be able to buy stuff if I want to. These are roughly the rules for my beauty budget. It's not like one out, one in or something like that. It's more just having a specific budget which I can spend. And that doesn't mean, oh, it's a new month, I will go ahead and put like $50 into the beauty bank. No, it's just if I decide I did achieve something or I got any kind of financial present, then I will decide on whether I want to put that into my beauty budget or not. Having that explained, my beauty budget for 2026 started with 50 euro in January because I got that for Christmas. Not only that, but I decided to put this into my beauty bank account. And as we are in February now already, and what I did already explain, I also decided to allow myself a little push gift. I wanted to put in 50 euro as well. I did also buy something in January, so I did buy some glosses and lip balms and a mascara, which were around $40. So we are now at 60. Is that correct? Yeah, $60 for my beauty budget in 2026, beginning of February. And that's already it for the beauty budget. So the eyeshadow bank is actually point based. I will gain 5 points if I hit pan in an eyeshadow. I will gain 10 points if I finish a pan, which is wild because I never finished an eyeshadow before, but anyways. I will gain 5 points as well for doing no pen left behind on a palette. I will gain also 5 points for using a shadow 10 times, and I will lose 5 points for getting a new eyeshadow pen. So if I'm buying a palette or even single eyeshadows, I will lose like 5 points from my eyeshadow bank. I want to stay in the positive. That will be my goal, actually. And I will also, maybe I will try to also update my pen percentage within those updates. If I'm bringing in new pens, like new eyeshadows, it will bring down my pen percentage. And I feel like it will probably limit myself a little bit if I know that my pen percentage is going down when I'm bringing in new pens. So we did start in January with 12 pens in my collection. And as I didn't want to just start like with 0 points, I decided to, okay, I did already work on my collection and I want to benefit from that. So I started with 12 pens, which makes 60 points. So in January 2026, we had 60 points. And beginning of February, there is quite some movement because I did hit pen in the shade Slate of my Cosmic Beauty Cool Trills palette. I did do No Pen Left Behind twice. One palette was the ColourPop Troublemaker, and the other one is obviously the Cool Trills palette. I did use 3 shades at least 10 times. One shade is from the Natasha Denona Xenon palette, the Neve shade. One is from the Troublemaker palette, the You Love It shade. It's like a black shade. And I also used, obviously, Slate, the shade I did hit pen in my Cool Trills palette over 10 times. So that makes in total plus 30 points already. In the beginning of February, I do have 90 points in my eyeshadow bank, which is quite nice. And that's already it for the introduction and the update of my eyeshadow bank and the beauty budget. Let me know if you, like, if that does make sense to you, if you have a system or another system that works for you. I would be very interested in that. And I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Stay safe. Bye.